Entering team select screen. The Las Vegas Raiders, the home team, are selected. Ready.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at All-Pro Davante Adams. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Raiders and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Entering play call screen. Kickoff and
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Herbert to throw right away. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
To throw again on second down. Herbert, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Herbert now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They'll only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A little juke. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. As the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And it certainly has taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second season opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Run, pass, Y stick, stick, goal line fade, stick, goal line fade. Cross button, triangle
On
button.
1st and 10,
Circle
here's
button.
Carr.
Cross
And
button.
he just gets rid of it. Throws it
Entering
away.
play call.
A wise move
Pass
there. Looked like
36
nobody
category.
open. Now
Play,
2nd down.
Pass.
These two teams, they met up way back in the season
Inside
opener.
hit,
And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Entering play call, AHP blunt, MTNH, play RPO, run, pass. Quick pass, Y stick. Play call. Stick. Goal line fade. Stick.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Circle button. Cross button.
Here's Carr.
Circle button. Cross button.
That fights him
button.
off.
Cross button.
But
Triangle
now
button.
he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Gotta give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Entering play call, quick pass, there are 6 categories. Y stick is selected. Y stick. Stick. Play type, run. Inside, AHP blunt dive.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Barkley, inside handoff. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Cross button.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to
R1
throw.
button.
On the move to his
Triangle
left.
button.
And it's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Entering play call, play, run. Counter weak, pitch, outside, inside, inside zone split.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Inside
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Inside.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Barkley will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
15 options, and empty selected.
And that makes it 7-0 Vegas. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get the round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Over the middle to Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Categories.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Herbert. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got his big wide wide receiver complete.
And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Herbert throwing again. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Selected.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him, because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play high, RPO, run, pass. Quick pass, Y stick. Goal line fade, slants, stick, slants.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Slant to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Entering play call with plus 6 categories. You have 13 options. Y stick is selected. Play hide, run. Inside and page. Inside zone split. Inside zone split. PHPM.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, nice move. And he'll taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally
Entering
now.
play call, inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have 50 options. Empty and AHP plunge is selected. AHP blunt dive. AHP blunt dive. AHP dive. AHP win.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cross button.
Here's a give to Barkley. He'll take this to the 46.
Entering play
The Raiders
call,
at
inside
7-4 on the
handoff.
year.
There are 7
They come in
categories.
feeling pretty
You
good
have 50
after back-to-back
options.
victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
AHP blunt dive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cross button.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Stick. Exit. Y stick. Y stick. Y stick. Stick. Goal line fade.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Cross button. Triangle
From midfield,
button.
here's Carr.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
There are 6 categories.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Categories.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Able to fight for about 4 yards there on the 13.
But still, a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
There are 6 categories. Entering auto flip on pop-up. The eye will handle flipping your defensive play to best match the offensive formation. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
up the middle with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Eckler again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
He's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Entering play call, run, pass. Standard pass, shotgun pass, convex post, inside cross. Convex post, inside cross.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Cross button.
Now Carr.
R1 button. Triangle button.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Carr.
Circle button. Square button.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
R2 button.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
R1 button.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
R1 button. Circle
Rolling to
button.
his left. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy over just a little underneath that, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down to weak. Outside and inside. Page. Inside zone split.
One down.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
Inside and
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there was a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Barkley, inside handoff.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Entering play call, inside handoff, PHP blunt dive. Play type, RPO, run, pass. Quick pass, Y stick, double slant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Triangle
Now they'll throw with Carr. Touchdown Raiders! Devontae Adams, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They have no answer for that right there.
Carlson off for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Special teams, you have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Week 13 here in the NFL. First weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now. And we got a couple of good ones in prime time tonight. National audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free. It's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of 1st at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense with Derek Carr in charge heading back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
Close zone STR. Inside zone.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there from point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Stick. Goal line fade. Slants.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Cross button.
Now Carr.
Triangle button. Square
And this
button.
is incomplete.
I certainly thought they had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now we'll send them back to the drawing board.
2 RB bar 3 key bar 0 WR. 3 RB bar 2 key bar 0 WR. 2 RB bar 2 key bar 1 WR. Special teams. 1 RB bar 3 key bar 1 WR. 1 RB bar 2 key bar 2 WR. 1 RB bar 1 key bar 3 WR. Tight wire. Drive flood.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Cross button.
Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, what a move. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So that's what that elbow by Ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Entering play call, tight wide off, AHB zone WK, stick switch, jet sweep, stick switch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action. Now Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Entering play call. First, 2 RB bar, 1 RB bar, 1 T. Play type, special, RB, run, pass. Quick pass, standard, shotgun pass. Play action, Havertz, a post Y cross.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. Dances by him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen.
Entering play call. Coach
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Herbert throwing again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's almost like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll look to throw again. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Screen pass, Hail Mary, quick pass, standard pass, shotgun pass, play action pass, converts, a post Y cross.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
R1 button.
Steps away. Catch made. It's Moreau. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Entering play converts. A post Y cross.
Now a play fake. Carr.
R1 button. Square button.
And that ball incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We get started in the AFC. A couple of Midwestern teams doing battle. Kansas City and Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, sharp in the victory as his guys double up their records at 8-4 on the year. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Entering on throw it medium. Defend medium pass.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. And now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now it's Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Player, right, CAD, formation, play type, RPO, run, in HP blunt dive.
They'll run with Barkley. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On first down, Carr. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Inside, AHP, inside zone split.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Goal line fade. Stick. Y stick. Stick. Option is set to undefined. Option is set. Y stick. Y stick. Stick. Goal line fade. Stick. Y stick.
2nd and 9.
Cross button.
Here's Carr to
Triangle
throw.
button. Triangle button. Cross button.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Shotgun pass. Play action coverts. Close puck cross.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
Cross button.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left.
Triangle button.
He hits Adams complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
R1 button.
On the move to his left. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, Barkley. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Entering click AH inside zone split. Inside zone split AHQM.
What now?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten the yard down to the 16. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Fork, CTR rattle, Hubbard slide, post dig, stretch, cross.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, it's Carr.
Triangle button.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
Entering play call, Hubbard's, Team. Play type special, RPO, run, counter, pitch, outside and inside AHP, inside zones clip, inside zones clip, inside AHP dive. Cross button.
Barkley will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Entering play call in AHP blunt dive. Play type RPO run pass. Quick pass errors. Y stick. Goal line fade. Stick. Goal line fade.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Cross button.
To throw, it's Carr.
Triangle button. Cross button.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Entering play clock. Y stick. Standard pass. Shotgun pass. Play action. Hubbard's. A post Y cross. Triangle button.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Rolling to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
A post Y cross. Close puck cross.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the taken, a third-quarter lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe you're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Herbert now. It's complete to Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A.
R2 button.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Entering play call, play type. There are 8 categories. There are 6 subcategories. Option set to play action pass 62 plays. You have 4 options. Pass is selected. Run. Count. Counter weak. Outside hand. Inside. AHB blunt dive.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
AHB/FK and yard.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cross button.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Stick. Slants. Double slant. Slants. Circle button. Triangle
looking
button.
to throw on 32.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Entering play call. Y stick. Y stick. Play high. Run. Inside in. AHP blunt dive. Close zone STRG.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Six yards left on second down.
Cross button.
Barkley, inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Entering play call. Entering friend. Quit game is option. Coaching. Pop-up menu. Medical center is selected. Player name K. Fackrell. Player name B. Parker. Position RT. Injury type bruised ribs. Injury length will return soon. Injury length. Charger selected. You have entering franchise screen. You have 9 options. AHP blunt dive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Entering play call. AHP blunt dive. Inside zone split.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Cross button.
A handoff to Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down the 10.
Inside handoff.
Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Entering play call, inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have 50 options. Empty and HB plunge is selected.
Ninth
play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Entering play call, on plan, there, player, there are formation, there, play type, there are RPO, run. Inside hand, AHB blunt dive, AHB dive, AHB wham.
They'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nichols there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Second in the NFL in interceptions. You understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Inside handoff, AHP blunt dive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Carr out to his left. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Entering play call, play action pass, there are 6 play type, there run. Counter, there are pitch, out, inside and AHP blunt dive, AHP blunt dive, AHP dive, inside zone, AHP/FK and yard, AHP dive.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. And some space here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on 1st down. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Play call inside AHP blunt dive inside zone split.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Carlson down at the extra point.
You have 15 options, back empty selected.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
And
they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
SS blitz free. SS blitz free.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Entering play call. RPO. Run. Inside hand. AHP blunt dive.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Inside zone split. Cross button. Cross button.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 18 options. Field goal 59 yards is selected.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, option.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still fourth down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Let's go, man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Herbert throwing again. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Herbert. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
There are 6 categories.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now Herbert. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions, and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert going to throw. He's got Allen. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Herbert. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
RPO, run, pass, quick pass, Y stick, Y stick, double slants.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw is caught. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Herbert and the Chargers down by 5. A little under 40 seconds to go. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw. He's got Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Throwing, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. It's caught. Beckham. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. These are the spots at this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now 1 more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers? Throughout his career, he seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One last throw here for Herbert. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Las Vegas,
it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.